Internet, good morning. My name, Battler X, here for your Week 2 Milwauke Sawsbucks team builder that we have against OldManTup and the Pittsburgh Pirattatas. This team is an interesting squad. I have one goal in mind, and that is not bringing Mega Pincer. It's right. Not bringing Mega Pinch this week. And first, before you guys kill me in the comments, here's why. He's going to have to dedicate a lot of mons to stopping that Mega Pincer. He's probably going to bring Rotom Heat. He's probably going to have Max Defense Hippo. If he brings Tangrowth, I expect it to be offensive with a Cobble Berry. I mean, Rock Slide me and, knock off other stuff. So Tangrowth might be an issue, but if he brings Tangrowth, it's going to be offensive. So this Sand Slash here will take care of that. No problem. No Mega Pincer. He's got too much that he can dedicate to stopping it that I just cannot bring Mega Pincer. Now, I thought about having U-turn on Mega Pincer over Sand Slash, that way I can get trapped by, like, Rotom or something like that, but in the end I decided, you know what, Sand Slash is probably going to be the best. And obviously, by trapped by Rotom, I mean that he's going to bring in Rotom almost every time, and then if I stay in and go for, say, an Aerial Late or something, he might have a Rocky Helmet or something, I get damage done, then I have to switch, and he's got essentially a free Volt Switch or a free Will-O-Wisp. Of course, that depends on this, of course, the battle. If I have a Guts user, if I have a Heat Train left, but he's probably going to Will-O-Wisp, or he's probably going to Volt Switch, giving him free initiative wherever I go into, so I figured, with all that combined, I can't bring Mega Pincer, even though it's like the best mon in the game. First thing, Adamant, Sand Rush, Life Orb, Sand Slash. Swords Dance, Earthquake, Stone Edge, X-Scissor. Enough speed to outspeed Mega Pidgeot. The only thing that outspeeds it is going to be in the sand, Excadrill. But I got answers for Excadrill, don't you worry. This thing will OHKO a not bulky Tangrowth, which again, I think is going to have. That X-Scissor also for a Zelf, Earthquake obviously for Stab and Tentacruel and Excadrill, and Stone Edge can't miss. Won't miss against Mega Pidgeot if he wants to bring Mega Pidgeot. So he's going to bring Mega Pidgeot, and for Rotom Heat as well. Next, Modest Assault Vest, Sand Veil, Heliolisk, Volt Switch, Surf, Signal Beam, and Thunderbolt. Signal Beam again for Tangrowth wants to bring that in on me. I have Volt Switch for Initiative, Surf for Hippowdon, Excadrill, and Rotom, and Thunderbolt for Stab. Now, this thing cannot be 2KO'd by a Hurricane from a Mega Pidgeot, which means he's going to have Hidden Power Ground. And when I have many answers for those, it's going to force him not to go for Hurricane, which is going to be great. And the Assault Vest, if I bring it in on, let's say, a Mega Pidgeot, I'll be able to bluff the Scarf really well. So I can maybe go for a Surf on an incoming Excadrill or Hippowdon. Next, Golbat Eviolite. This is wonderful. So if he wants to go for a knockoff, and he knocks off my Eviolite, that's Rock Slide from Tangrowth. That'll do a small, minute, not even 48%. I mean, I can roost that shit off all day. With rocks, or with my Eviolite, Rock Slide does about 20%. So, we're sitting pretty there. This is my switch into Excadrill as well. Hoping it's Life Orb Excadrill if I can get this thing in there and just kind of, stop it in its entirety. Defog, Roost, Heat Wave, Whirlwind. So that Heat Wave, yeah, obviously no stab here. So Heat Wave for Excadrill, maybe get a burn. Heat Wave for Tangrowth, maybe get a burn. But mostly this thing's going to be switching in on Excadrill, and depending on what kind of Tangrowth, switching on Tangrowth. Could also switch in on a Zelf, as long as I have my Violet. I can't be too good by Psyshock, so that's wonderful news. And so that's what that thing does, just switches in on stuff, and defogs, rocks away, roosts, whirlwinds, heat waves, all that great noise. Now we have Slowbro. Bold, max defense, max HP, Scald, Ice Beam, Psyshock, Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave so I can slow things down that might switch into it, like perhaps a Frostlass, like an Azelf perhaps. I would not even mind paralyzing a Tangrowth, that'd be kind of cool. So, and of course, no form of Frostlass can take me out, unless even like Modest Specs will. But, if he's Frostlass, he's probably either going to be Sash or potentially Life Orb if he's got that speed and he wants to do that. But, Modest max attack will do like 73% at most to me. So I can take a Shadow Ball and then paralyze it, and depending on what happens there, we're in good shape. Good leftovers to get, to further live that. And I can come in on Excadrill, so that'd be wonderful news. Almost had a Rindo Berry on this thing. Almost had a Rindo Berry just so I can do a lot of damage to Tangrowth. Also had Fire Blast on this for about 2 days, and I decided against that. Went between Thunder Wave and Slack Off a lot, but in the end we decided on this bad boy. The creme de la creme. Belly Drum, Bullet Punch, Knockoff, Close Combat, Adamant, Citrus Berry, Guts. Here's the deal. guys. This thing can destroy his team. It can do about 50% to Excadrill with Bullet Punch at +6. It does 95% to Mega Pidgeot with Bullet Punch, 95% to Zelf with Rotom with Bullet Punch. So we get rocks up, we win. Everything with rocks, not counting Excadrill in this, everything that I outspeed, I kill with Close Combat. Everything that I do not outspeed, I kill with Bullet Punch. So late game, we can get this thing set up. The rest of my team is designed to get damage on stuff. We can bring this thing in, get a Belly Drum. I'm thinking maybe, you know, I can get it in a Tentacruel. Maybe even get Guts, because that'll add to my damage. You know, if I get burn from Skull, but Guts will help. Will-O-Wisp from a Rotom, perhaps. But this thing is to come in on a Rotom. I can come in on a Tentacruel. So if I can get damage on Excadrill, about half damage on Excadrill, which again I'll probably Life Orb, because that'll be nice and great. Some damage on Excadrill, and then Pidgeot is helped out with rocks up to Bullet Punch. So this will just be clean killing shit. Just fucking everything gonna die. And then finally, more support. Flash Fire. This is just switching on a Zelf and a switch in on, a Rotom and a switching on Frostlass. Kind of a special wall deal. Lava Plume, Earth Power, Stealth Rock, Toxic. Flirted with the idea of Substitute on here, but I don't want to let him set up. If let's say I sub up and he's got like Swords Dancing, Tangrowth from the Assault Vest or something. With like Lumberry or something weird, and I get up a sub, he Swords Dances, and I Lava Plume, don't burn, I'm in fucking trouble, right? So that's why I didn't want to do that, and Toxic for walls, and it's about what I got going for me. So got a lot of faith this week. Tough matches up well against my team, and I'm not bringing like any of my top picks. I mean, I'm bringing Slowbro and Heliolisk, but like Golbat, Hariyama, Sandslash, Ethernet franchise, but leaving a lot at home. I'm liking the match this week a lot. I put a lot of thought in this squad, and here's hoping we pull out with a W this week against the Pirattatas. Really don't want to start 0-2. Everyone's already making fun of us, and that's no good. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think below in the squad. And again, not bringing Mega Pinsir. It really hurt me not to bring Mega Pinsir, but if I'm not going to bring it against anybody this year, it's probably going to be against Tup, because his team just has so much for me. He's got like Prankster, T-Wave with a Leopard he could bring. He's got a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping by not bringing Mega Pinsir, I get him into this false sense of security, and then blow him away with Belly Drum, Hariyama. So that's the squad. Rate, comment, sub. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.